Hey guys, welcome. This is Chris, and today we're doing. I did about a quarter mile of a single-handed alternating farmer's carries to get to the park, and then when I get to the park, I do exercises at every corner. Start off with the single-handed kettlebell swings. This is supposed to be you're supposed to be generating your power from the feet through the hips and thrusting the weight up. This is not an arm or traps or whatever exercise, but I tell you, by the end of my workout, my traps are on fire. So it's a 50-pound kettlebell. I started with a 30-pound, and I've been up to a 70, but I can't do as much, and I can't be as versatile with a 70. So after some injuries last year when I was sprinting and whatnot, I went back down to a 50, and I've stayed there, even though I'm probably way stronger now than I was back when I was doing the 70. Less ego, more actual good exercise. So I had done shoulders the day before, and if you saw my video where I did shoulders, I did overhead presses, and I tried 55s after doing a set, I think of 40s or 45s, and I couldn't even get them up. And this is a 50-pounder, and I'm doing them like crazy, or easily sets of 10. But the difference is that my shoulders aren't fatigued today, and shoulders are a muscle group that you can kind of beat the heck out of pretty frequently and make some gains and recover pretty quick. So, anyways, I'm going to go from here down to the next corner, and these are some new exercises I'm trying. So previously I had done full 360-degree rotations, 10 to each direction, and I was trying something different because those are a little too easily. So the guy on Squat University, he says do them on your knees, or another one says to do these half ones. Well, I didn't want to get on the concrete on my knees, and there was no good place to set up my phone for a camera on the grass, so we decided to do these. And having that stop and your muscles having to counteract the weight stopping, it's all about stability and core exercise, core strength. So this was great. It was really a good exercise, nice and fatiguing of the core muscles. They say you can do abs to show, or abs to have stability, and that's what these core exercises are. So this is another one. This was incredibly fatiguing. I've never done this before, and they call it a quarter halo, but man, it was a great exercise. Great on shoulders, great on core, kind of your serratus muscles. Although if you were swinging downward instead of restraining the weight downward, it would work those serratus muscles more. But anyways, going to the side like that, it would definitely you're doing the twisting motion, and you're resisting the twisting motion when you're stopping the weight. And then went over to the dip station. I hate how unflattering dips are. No matter what, I mean, all the rest of the video, I look reasonably thin, but just because of the way it positions your abdominals, they poke out, and then my shirts aren't long enough because I have a long torso, and my belly hangs out. I was having some shoulder impingement stuff too that I started recording and had to start and stop 3 times before I just finally decided to push my shoulder, and it did okay. And so I do sprints. On this first one, I did 10 sprints down and back. The soccer field's 80 yards, and then when I'd go down one direction, I would walk 30 yards to the other side of the field and do 80 yards back, and then walk to the other side 30 yards and do. I sure felt like I was going a lot faster than I actually went. Anyway, so right now I'm currently doing 2 laps around the park with those sprints added in between each lap. And by the second set of these things, you're throwing 50-pound kettlebell around. I definitely was getting fatigued. But man, I can't really think of a better workout than something like this for high intensity interval training anyways. And another set of shoulder presses here. I mean, on one hand, y'all probably don't want to hear me jibber jabbering, and on the other hand, it almost kind of gets too quiet without it. So I wish I could figure out a way to put music in the background so I didn't feel like I have to talk the whole time. Another one. And then at the end here, I'm going to transition. I'll start talking about it now. I did some different core exercises where I was in the sit-up position, and I did sit-ups raising the kettlebell up over my head as I came to the up position, and that was a really good workout. And then I'll finish here by setting the kettlebell down on each side, picking it straight up, and then rotating around to the other side. And I honestly have never had such a tough ab workout. I'll be doing more of these for sure. And then the final thought on this is, and I've always thought that I didn't have, because I have long femurs, I always thought that I didn't have good looking thighs, but this is a pretty flattering angle. No homo or something like that. Probably shouldn't say that. Anyways, yeah, so here goes the these things are just tough. So, you know, in life, you got to do hard things, and you got to force yourself out of your comfort zone. Here's a real flattering view. So anyways, take care of your body. Bye.